What's something that happened on your wedding day that you haven't shared? Are you and the friend clan from LA still close? Would you and your wife ever do a podcast together? Are there any kids planned for the near future? How did you and Isabel know you were ready for marriage? So would you ever move back to LA? A really good question, and here's my answer. What's up, people? Today I thought I'd do a little Q&A. Because guess what? I haven't done one of these, I feel like, in years. And sometimes I think to myself, YouTube 2025, what does that mean? I feel like I have to make like concept videos, big videos, or else no one will click it. But bro, I like watching videos where it's more personal. There's so many huge, big videos now on YouTube, and we've got ourselves recently just like watching the most basic things ever. We found this channel where this lady bought a house for $1 and she's just repairing it. And we're just like watching her like paint a stick. And we're like, ah, this is nice. And every time that I ask you guys like, oh, what do you want to see? You guys are just like uncut, day-to-day life, chilled out. So I get it. This is me taking a step in that direction while also talking to you guys, while also giving some life updates. I posted on Instagram for you guys to send me questions. Questions about life, marriage, moving, anything that you guys wanted to know. And you guys asked some pretty good questions. We got some good ones in here. Some little iffy ones. But we're gonna answer all of them today. Doesn't this room just feel cool? It just feels cool. I probably think that because I've catered it to everything I enjoy. So of course it's gonna feel cool to me. But doesn't it feel cool? Also, I'm glad to just sit and talk with you guys. Maybe you guys sit and be like, oh my gosh, this is all we're gonna talk about. Next, I wanna go watch Mr. Beast climb the tallest mountain and then jump off it and give away $1 million. You know what? Both things can exist. We can like both. Big idea videos and small idea videos. But it's about community. Okay, let's just get into it. I'm talking too much. Okay, so like I said, I asked on Instagram. Let's get to some questions. Yes, also, iPhone 17, blue. Now that I'm seeing it, shouldn't that Apple thing be like up here? Why is it so low? Weird. Very weird. Also, it's like not different at all from the last one, so. Okay, Izzy asks, what was it like moving out to LA so young? How did you prep for that? Also, I love you, Bobby. Love you too. I didn't necessarily move there young, but I wasn't old. So basically, I graduated college, and right after college, a few months later, I moved to LA. And I never moved out of state. That was pretty crazy. My family helped me move. We packed up a trailer, drove it to California, drove the cars there. It was a whole ordeal. And I remember the night when my family was going to leave, we went to downtown Disney, and that's where we said goodbye because in the morning I had to go straight on set for something in LA, which I thought was super cool. I was doing like an Awesomeness TV sketch with Lele Pons the next day after I moved. Pretty crazy, but I had to leave at like 5 in the morning. So at downtown Disney, we were in the parking lot saying goodbye, and it was the first time that I left. First time that I was moving out of state, out of town. And I just remember having like the biggest something in my throat where I couldn't like, I was like, like my tears were welling up in my eyes, and I was saying bye to my parents. And it was just the most weird feeling where it's just like the most sad thing ever because I love my family and I want to be with them always, but also like I'm going to try and do something different and try to do something good and try and like start a career for myself. And this was in like 2015, I think. This was in 2015, which is 10 years ago. That's crazy. But yeah, I just remember that we took a picture together and all of our eyes were like welding up, and I was so choked up I couldn't like say too much because I was like, if I talk, I'll just explode. But I remember like saying goodbye and being like, dang, this is tough. So what was it like? It was very tough, but they've been so supportive of me even to this day, the whole time I was out there. But if you're going to do something like that, you just gotta be like, you know what? This is why I'm doing it. This is what I'm trying to do. Have a plan and just try your best and go hard. I was like daily vlogging for so long when I first moved there, and it worked. It all worked out. But that, I don't take the credit. Thank you, Lord. God worked everything out for me. But yeah, it was crazy. Wakan asks, what's something that happened on your wedding day that you haven't shared? We didn't we posted our story and stuff, and we posted a wedding video, but like we didn't post too much around the actual wedding day because I wanted to be very present. And I'm like, I know that I document stuff, but we have a video guy, and I know I want to remember this always, but I also want to be very present. So I was very present that day. It was a great day. You always hear people say like, oh, my wedding day was the best day of my life. It was so good. It was just such a happy day. One thing, this isn't anything crazy, I guess, but like we did everything like super small, backyard wedding and a reception at a sky deck after. I think it started at 1, so there was no lunch. You eat your own lunch, come to the wedding at 1. Short wedding, I think it was super fast, which we did that on purpose. We like timed everything out so we wouldn't have to be standing up in front of everyone too long because we didn't want to stand in front of everyone too long. And it's outside, I didn't know if it was hot. You see so many videos of people like passing out on their wedding day. I'm like, I don't want that to be either of us. And so we're definitely on the same page with that. We were like, let's do this quick. The union begins, and we wanted it to be short and sweet, have everything there, have a pastor there. So the timings were great. So there was no lunch and there was no dinner. It was just like desserts and stuff at the reception because it ended at like 6 and then everyone just went out and did their own stuff for food. So in between, we were hungry. We did the wedding, took pictures, and then we stopped at the apartment and Isabel had pizza Hot Pocket things and I had a sandwich. And we were just like eating there, just being like, whoa, we're married. We're having like the most simple lunch ever just to like fuel up to go to the sky deck and have some more desserts, which I didn't have any. I had some of our like wedding cake, but I didn't have any of the other desserts and everyone said they were so good and I didn't have any. So that's a tip. If you want to get married, eat the good dessert. And then we like called my grandparents because they weren't able to like travel because we had it in Nashville. So we got to spend time with them, just talking to them before we were talking to anyone else pretty much. So that was super special too. Christina White asked, do you plan to stay in Nashville long term? I'd love it in Nashville. We both love it in Nashville. It's so beautiful, so nice. Everything's around here. I like being on the other side of the country because I've never been over here before. Yeah, it's just a whole new world. I grew up in New Mexico, then I was in California. This is way on the other side. So it's very inconvenient to fly back to see family because there's no nonstops. If you're a pilot, please do a nonstop. That'd be great, thank you. But yeah, I love it over here. There's still so much to explore over here that we haven't explored yet. I think it's so cool. Renz asks, would you ever move back to LA? A really good question, and here's my answer. LA is cool because there's a lot of friends over there. LA itself, I was there for 8 years. I feel like I like got my feel of it, but you never know. To be honest, I think Orange County, right by LA, is a lot nicer. It's just a little more chill, feels like good life. I don't know, it's very pretty. There's a lot of different pretty spots. LA was cool though. I'm super happy that I did it, 100%. And I don't know, you never know. But right now, we love Nashville. Maggie asks, how can I truly connect with God? Heart. I don't know if this is like a beginning journey question or you just feel distant or something like that. I would just say for anyone who wants to, just pray, and don't pray like you have to be super like, oh, let me look up a prayer. Just like talk. Just like pray, talk. You can say whatever you want. He knows, is what I'm saying. I think he just wants to hear from you. So how do you connect? Just talk. Share your heart, share what you're thinking, ask what you want to ask, say what you want to say. The good thing is he's a loving God, so he just wants to hear from you. He just wants a relationship. So I would say that's a good way to connect. Also, I read the full New Testament a couple years ago. Right now I'm trying to start from the very beginning of the Bible and read all the way to the New Testament. Some advice that I got is start at the New Testament. There's a free Bible app and I would pick the NLT version because it just like talks normal. Before, when I didn't know, I thought the Bible was only like, he thieth, exquisite, knoweth. And I was like, I don't know what that means. NLT version makes it like super simple and it like talks just like me and you. So it just translates it like super easy to read. So start with the New Testament. It's free, just check it out. That's my answer. Liv asks, any advice on dealing with change? I'm about to graduate college. That's awesome, congrats. I think change, you just go with the flow. I think change is good, change is necessary. And I think it's just something that you just go with the flow. It's okay to change. Just know it's okay. Get excited about change. You never know what's right around the corner that's good, and just embrace it. Always keep an eye out for the good, because there's good in everything. You just gotta keep your eye out on it, for it, with it, to it. Chloe asks, how do you keep a godly type of hope while waiting for your spouse? See, this is tough because I felt like I waited for a long time. But then when she was in front of me, it was just like, oh, this is her. Everything just fell into place perfectly. But I don't know, it's hard. It realistically is hard. It might be easy for some. I was at points where I was like, I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know if she's out there. But when I found her, it was the easiest, like, oh, there she is. So I would just say, keep your eye out and just know you don't have to settle for anything. Like, know what you want and know that it's okay to want those things and just try your best not to settle. Because it's out there. There's someone made perfectly for you. It's just on different timelines, but the timeline is the perfect timeline. So I thought I'd get married like a way long more before, but I just didn't have my person. So obviously I didn't. So you just have to wait. You gotta hope, wait, keep your eye open. It's hard if that's what you're looking for, but have the things that you want and there's someone out there. There's a lot of people out there. Your person's out there. Don't worry. Keep your eye open. Reens asks, are you and the friend clan from LA still close? Yeah, I'd say so. Moving on the opposite end of the country pretty much. It's very different, very far, but I still keep in contact with a ton of my friends. You do have to be a little bit more like on purpose and like text, hey, what's up? Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's going on with this? The easy thing about nowadays is you see everything online. You keep up with everyone. If they're posting on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, YouTube, you could pretty much keep up with them without even talking to them. That's good, but also you have to be more like, hey, let me reach out. Let me check on this person. Let me give them a call. Luckily, yeah. And I think most of my really good friends from LA that I had for so long, there's a lot that I talk to pretty often, but also there's some where I just have to like talk to them every once in a while and we get caught up, and it's that type of friendship. It's not the type of friendship that like you have to check in every day or else it disappears. It's like we got strong foundations, so it's great. I'm thankful for that. Bethany asks, would you and your wife ever do a podcast together? I love the thought of a podcast. I did one season before, 10 episodes. It was really fun. It was great. Would you guys want that? Let me know down below. We have fun together. I think it could be fun, but I don't know. That's a good question. I think about it sometimes. Let me know what you guys think. Andrea asks, do you ever feel nostalgic watching your Vlogmas? I do, with that emoji. Actually, it's been really fun lately because I've been watching with Isabelle some of the old videos because she hasn't seen them. I haven't watched some of those videos in such a long time. It is very nostalgic. They're great videos, but it was just something like this where we would press record and we would like talk and do something, and that was the video, and I loved that. I thought it was super simple. It was fun. We would talk to you guys, have some fun. It was great. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna do a rapid fire because I also posted it on my Instagram like post feed, and so I'm gonna read a bunch. The other questions were from a story. These are from the feed. Thank you for writing. Here we go. Christine asked, did you have a wedding planner? No. We did everything super simple, super cost effective, and we were super blessed with a lot of friends and family that wanted to like step in and be helpful in one way or another. So we were super blessed with that. Shout out Jess and Gabe. Thanks for letting us have our wedding in your backyard. Beautiful. See, what kind of friends do that? Those are great friends. Yes. Chantal asked, do you miss living close to your friends living in LA? Living close to friends, yes, I do miss that. Miss you guys. Kylie asks, are there any kids planned for the near future? I don't know. Kelsey asks, the internet doesn't feel as authentic as it used to be. How do you cope with YouTube being a different place than it once was? Your art and genuine spirit is so underrated. Heart, thank you. Like I said at the beginning of this video, YouTube's just different now, but maybe it's up to us to like make it just like this again. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Maybe it doesn't need to be big concept videos. Maybe it's just more like this. What do you like? I don't know. Okay, we're going. Okay, a lot of these are ones I already answered. I'll end it on this one. Lame Life of Kelsey, I bet it's a cool life, asks, how did you and Isabelle know you were ready for marriage? What kind of things did you work on? It is different being like, oh, I know you're my person, and then actually getting married. It's a big commitment. So you gotta be ready for that commitment. You gotta like mentally know. When I like got the ring, before I got the ring, when I was thinking of getting the ring to propose to her, I had to like get in my mind and like really understand like this is a commitment for life. If I'm not willing to do that, then I don't need to get this ring. So it's just a lot of like mental prep work too, being like, okay, am I at a place where I can commit like that and do it and serve her? And yeah, it's a lot of mental work of just like checking in with yourself and being honest with yourself and making sure that you're ready for that commitment. Because that's what marriage is a commitment to each other. You're committing yourselves to each other, to being there, better or worse, richer or poor, all of those things. So yeah, that's what it was to me. So it's a big like check in with yourself, make sure you are doing everything correctly to be like, okay, I can commit. Here we go. Let's do this. Okay, that's it. We're actually going to leave right now. So thank you for all of your questions. Thanks for just spending time sitting down, hanging out with me. This was fun. We haven't done this in a super long time. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Let me know if you like videos like these or you're like, skip it, go to do a concept, go review something. But yeah, thanks for being here. Subscribe, talk to me in the comments. I'll see them all. I'll write back. If you have any other questions, write them. I'll try and answer them. But thanks for watching. Love ya. See you in the next one. Bye.